Right. Hey,
All
lazy.
right.
My
Hi,
cat's
guys.
like I'm crazy.
I know. That's what I said. I'm like, it's like crazy house, all the kids home. We're like,
Yeah.
woo! Of
Yes.
course, I would just spill my drink. Huh? Hey, Penny. Hey, Dickie. Hey, Dawn. Who else is in here? Oh, Rhino. Hey.
Hey,
Of
MM.
course, I just spilled my drink on myself, you guys. So don't mind me. I was trying to carry my drink, and my son's like, "Can you shake up my drink?" So I'm shake his smoothie thing. So as I'm shaking it up and walking in the other room, I squeezed my cup. I just made my energy drink. My squeeze.
Crap.
I was like, "Yeah, that was fucking smooth."
Yeah,
What?
right. It happens. The
It's
best.
right here, babe. I know. Who else is in here? Ready? Yeah, I'm done shaking it up. Are you done shaking it up?
And Penny,
Um, I
hi, John,
know, my beautiful, beautiful Penny.
and Dead Pred, and
Hey,
Rockstar.
Jim. I know. I was gonna say. I think because I went on set what up. Oh, get you the little stand. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because I came on a little later, it made it easier for people to come. Hey, Kitty. Hey,
Yeah.
Veronica. Thankfully, because I was starting to feel bad. 'Cause, like I asked people to begin with, like what time was like a good time for them, for me and Variety to go live, and most people were like, "Oh, it's fine at the time that it was on." Hey, Cat Eyes. And so I'm like, all right, I'll just leave it at the time it's on at. But it's like, I always feel bad because some people are like, it's early, so I end
Yeah.
up missing it.
Yeah.
So I just told Variety we'll start like playing with the time, and that way we
Right.
can see,
And when they do like the analytics, it shows you like the best time or the time that most of your subs are on.
Yep.
It shows you, like the best time that you should like go live, which I don't know why. I'm always like at the end of the day, like very, like late.
Oh
I'm always
yeah, it always shows like evening on mine. And I'm like, I mean, that would be great if I didn't have children to
right.
feed in the evening.
Like I love it because by the time that I'm ready, it's already night.
Yeah.
Like done dinner, I've had everybody's just calmed down and in bed, and I'm like, yes, this is it.
Right. Like nice little woosah time, get to
Yeah,
chillax with people. Hey
yep,
JFK. Yeah, and that's my thing too. Like I was thinking, even if I did it like, even like 8 or 8:30, you
yeah.
know, just even,
Hold on one
after
second.
they have dinner. Yeah. How you doing, JFK? Simone, good to see you, dude. And thank you, Rockstar, for coming. Blaze came? Oh, yeah. I wasn't sure. I knew he said he was going to try to get the baby down, but it's like as they get older, they take less and less naps. So, good luck getting the kids to go to sleep after that. It is. I'm sorry, JFK. Like, is he like just, calm, or how's your husband doing with it? Hey, Blaze. I'll put the link into chat too before I forget. Because we figured, if anybody wanted to come up and
Oh my,
um chat, you can come
my
up and
daughter
hang out
found
with the
one of
cool kids.
our other. It's like the Elf on the Shelf. We have like five of them.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yep.
She found the
Yeah.
other one. She found all of them in my daughter's room because I had to move them out of my closet because she's just nosy. And
Right.
so I moved
Hate
them in my
that.
daughter's room. She found them in there, and so I moved them in my son's room. She found them in there. Like, like
I
Yes.
know. I put ours in the closet, and they were like, "Oh, I need to find like my Spider-Man thing, or my, where's my web shooter? Where's this?" And it's like, all right, like I will look. Go, look somewhere else, and I will look here.
Yeah.
It's like they're climbing, like, no, but what is that? What is that hanging? It's like, I don't know, like
Yeah.
stuff to
I
do
have
crafts with.
zero privacy. I have like a whole bag. Oh my God. I
Yep.
can't even do that.
Right.
I have like a whole bag that's like a zip up, those like those space saver bag type things. That's a zip
Yes.
up.
Yep.
I just like push all the way in the very corner back of my closet with all of my like lingeries
Right.
because I don't want that stuff.
Right.
They find it. My daughter looked at my 12-year-old. She's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I have no
Right.
idea.
Like, I don't know. I didn't see anything.
Right? She's like, she wants to be a pirate for oh God, for Halloween, and she's like, "Mom, do you
Yep.
do you have a biscuit or what is it like the ones that like cinch up? I can't remember what they're called." She's like, "Do you have one of those?" I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Why in the world would I have one of those?" Fuck.
Right. Like, I'm not sure.
Let me
Hey,
check.
Irene. I know. It's like they're mine. Thanks.
Yeah,
Leave
she's
my stuff alone.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm very open and honest with my kids. They know
Hmm.
everything that I've ever done. They know
Right.
my struggles with drugs. They know. I mean, I'm very
Yep.
open with everything
Right.
that's ever happened to me. Everything. So when
Yeah.
they find
Even.
that, I'm just like, dude,
Oh,
like, why are you in here?
oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I do that. I've stayed honest with my kid. Well, the girls. The boys know as much as I can tell them at their age, but
Yeah.
the girls know literally everything.
Oh,
But they're like, they just like, I appreciate you being honest because it's helped me deter me from wanting to be that, or.
I'd rather them hear
So,
it than their friends and be misinformed. You know, I
oh
want them
yeah,
to
yeah,
know like exactly what it is. Because my
or
daughter,
shocked.
yeah, my daughter was like, she was saying something. I don't even know what she was saying, but it was like an innuendo, about sex. And I'm like,
Yes,
do you even
yeah,
know what that means? And she's like,
yep,
no. I'm like, well, here you go. She's like, oh, mom. Like, what
right. I don't want to hear that.
that? Do you think I want to be walking through the store and having you say something like that? Come on.
Yep,
Lord. What,
that's
Gooby?
like,
What? The guy sat up? No, she wants to come in. I don't want to put her face on camera. I don't.
right. I know. I like the kids. I was gonna say because Noah had asked before, and he's like, "I want to go on." I said, "No." I'm like, "I'll let you say hi before I go live. Like that's different. You know what I mean? But not on a live.
Yeah. I mean,
So like every time they come in, I'm like, point my camera up, shut my camera off, mute the mic. I'm like, meh, guys, sorry, I can't pay attention.
every single time I tried so hard, but she will just like put her head right in there. It doesn't matter what I do. I straight up to my face and my nose holes and she'll get in there. Like how?
Yep, exactly. Right. Like, how did you find space?
Yeah, right?
It cracks me up. Yeah, it's like if they want to get in your space, they get in your space. There's
Right.
no way to deter that.
No. And
Like,
yeah, that's how I feel is because like I don't want people to hear things about I don't want my kids to hear things about serious serious things that can inflict your life, and I don't want
yep,
them to hear things about me that other people have said, just like you said, like
right,
um my kids, like they know everything. I do not hide
right,
from them when I am like so upset and like talking about my parents and the things that they've done. I
hmm,
include that I did too because I'm not innocent.
right,
I mean,
yep,
I fucked up too. I was an addict too, and I wasn't completely, there as a mother like I should have been, like I needed to be, like I wanted to be.
right, yep,
I didn't want them to see that. I didn't want them to see me
right,
like, and
yep,
so For 2 years, I was not, I was not where to be. And,
Hmm.
I mean, it's not like you can make up for that or whatever, but I'm trying to be better than I was yesterday for them.
Right. Yeah. That's what I say. Like, people are like, oh, you can't take back, what you already went through and what the girls had to go through, and you were using. And it's like, no, I can't, but like, I can make it a better life for the boys.
Yep.
I can make the girls have a better life now,
Yeah.
and be as supportive as I can.
Yeah.
Like they're in their 20s now. Like Ashley's gonna be 24 next month, and my other daughter will be 23 in April. So it's like, they're old enough, um, but it's like I don't want them to feel like I'm guarded about anything. I don't ever ask, comment, or talk in any way about any children. Right, Kitty? Yeah, I mean, people will do that, though. Like, that's why we say we don't put them on live because there are so many people that will in a heartbeat, you know?
Yeah.
It's like sad, but you gotta, gotta do what you gotta do.
Like in every community, you're going to have people that just have hate in their heart. And that's just who,
Hmm.
you're
Right.
not be able to get away from that anywhere. I mean, that's everyday life. It's
It's
not
getting
just,
sticky.
but in online communities, they're so much worse because they can hide behind
Yeah.
a screen, you know? And
Right.
so,
Yeah.
it's hard for me to be completely open and honest about my kids and stuff like that because I don't want anybody that may or may not like me to try and hunt my kids down and talk to my kids.
Right.
My kids are my world, and I would never put them in harm's way for
No, of
anything,
course not.
any fucking day.
Yeah.
So I will protect them till my dying day. No, you come after my kids, I'm fucking coming.
Right. And that's, yeah. Yep. I always tell people, I'm like, like I may not want to go back, but I will willingly for my children. You know, like don't go there.
And that's same with me, cat eyes. Like my mom she always said that that's what she was trying to do. She wanted me to be open and honest and come to her for things, and I did.
Hmm.
When me and
Yep.
my mom were good, we were good. We were best friends. But when
Yep.
we were, and even when we were good, she would still abuse me emotionally and
Right.
physically in every other way,
Yep.
financially, all of it. So it's
Yeah.
just like, yes, she made that open connection, but she did it so she could vent and use me as an emotional punching bag. That's why she did
Right.
it, not because she
Yep.
actually cared about what I was saying. Narcissists
Right.
don't care. They have no
No,
empathy.
sure don't.
And so, but
Yeah.
I actually do care. I really do want my kids to be able to come to me, and they do. I mean, my daughter will
Right.
start, having drama with her friends, and she'll come to me and be like, Mom, what do I say? What do I do?
Right.
I mean,
I hate you
that's
too, Bill. Thanks.
uh,
Way to come into chat and live, Bill.
right.
Okay.
But Bill still has his makeup on from yesterday, so you can't hate on him. Just like,
Right. That's true. That's true. At least he's an honest hater.
right.
Janice says, I got a shovel. Thanks, Janice.
Fine.
That's hilarious. Yeah. I got a shovel line. Can drive up, help hide the body. It's like, thanks. We need that.
Right.
But it's like, you gotta be that way, you know what I mean? So people realize, you don't mess with your kids. And especially the little ones, bro, like, it's like they're too little to protect themselves, you know?
Right.
That's,
Yeah.
we're here to do that and keep them as safeguarded as possible.
And that's the thing is that like my son, he's always been he knows himself. If
Yeah.
like his friend's mom would like smoke weed and sell weed. I didn't know this was happening, but it was like right down the
Yeah.
street from, and it was his really good
Right.
friend. He asked him at like 9 years old if he wanted to smoke weed. He's like, no, and you're stupid if you do. Like he's
Right.
always personality where I know who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am and my morals. But when my girls come
Right.
in, I worry. because girls can
Yeah.
be persuaded. They can think
Oh,
that,
yes.
this is just like how it goes. Like, this is just,
Yep.
we do things like this. This is normal to do, and it's not.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Which is sad. It's
Yeah,
sad. It sucks too. It's like, I think because like girls are impressionable. You
absolutely.
starting over?
On every,
But it's like, that's, yeah. And that's the thing. Like when we say, like growing up, hey, Russell's mom, growing up, like my daughter used to say all the time, like, oh, I wish I was that skinny. Like, look at that girl. And the thing at the time was like this thigh gap. Like, who the fuck wants a thigh gap? I
yeah,
look like I could stick my fucking face there, and it's not like you would still have room when you keep your legs together. That's not cute.
you
I'm sorry, it's not cute.
know,
And I used to try to like tell her all the time, like, you don't need to be like somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, and she was already skinny. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you get any smaller, bro, and you're gonna have a thigh gap, or it's gonna look like nothing but bone. Like,
yeah,
don't, it's not cute, bro. Just don't do it. But it's like you see all the models on TV, and
yeah.
the way they portray them, and the girls are instantly like, I need to look like that to be.
That's
Hmm.
the way I'll
It
be
sucks.
accepted and I'll be loved and I'll be cared for is if I look like a model. The models don't
Right.
look like the models. They don't look like
Yep.
that. And so it's just very gives these young girls the perception of you have to be perfect when nobody's
Yep.
fucking perfect. And
Right.
it makes them, I mean, my daughter would stop eating. She,
Yeah.
like, for the summer,
Yep.
one of the gyms out here said that, from 14 to 19 can come in and use the gym for free for the summer. And she was 12, but
Right.
she wanted to do it with her brother. And so I was like, good.
Right.
I want her to be healthy.
Yep.
Good. And so they
Yep.
went every single day and like she started to get skinnier and get toned and she loved it. And then
Yep.
she said that, I'm gaining weight, mom. Like I don't like it. Like,
Right. I took it
like
and
no.
ran with it. Yep.
I'm like, no, muscle is heavier than fat is. I'm like, you're not gaining weight,
Yeah.
you're gaining muscle. And so
Yes. Yep.
she was like, she came to me even yesterday and I said, oh my gosh, like you're so skinny. And she's
Yep.
like, "No, I'm not. Like, my ribs used to come out, and like that little, line where my jeans hit used to be there, and I'm not skinny." I'm like, sorry, I keep trying to say her name. I'm like, "Sissy, you are
Mhm.
skinny.
Yep.
You are beautiful. You are powerful. You do
I
not need
didn't see the
to
trash
feel
that was open right here.
very
So I have
disheartened."
to Right. And that's good though, like, that she's able to at least say something too before she takes it to an extreme. You know what I mean? I feel like that's like the worst of it is Jesus, almost threw my phone trying to grab my cord. Um I'm like the kids are like, Mom, can you do? I'm like, yep, hold on. But it's like before if they don't say anything and they take it to that extreme, it's like that's when it gets really bad. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? They have that chance to start believing in the crap they get spoon fed from the internet. Hey,
yeah,
FM, thanks for coming, honey. Um, and it's like just not, just not, still not right. Like I'm just so glad, like my girls have, gotten to the point. Like my younger daughter, she never had an issue with it. Just my older daughter. But like she had even had to go to a program for her eating disorder. Like it got bad. I mean, but it's like I kept saying to her, like, I went through it, and I didn't want her to have to go through it. Um, but it's not like in those types of situations, there's never really the right thing to say. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Almost everything is the wrong thing,
yep.
you know?
In a lot of situations
So,
with young girls, everything's wrong. Like,
yeah, yeah.
daughter got in a fight yesterday. Well, so this is what happened.
Yeah, I've been waiting to hear the actual story. I'm
So,
like, I'll put my hair in pigtails. Let's go.
right. So her and her two friends, M and K, we'll just say M and K.
Yeah.
So they kept every weekend they would have sleepovers. All three of them were here every single weekend, all weekend long. And so they were really good friends. Well, all of a sudden, Kay didn't want to be around them, and my daughter and fuck it, my daughter and Maya just did not want to be around her. You know, like she
Right.
was not. She was just putting out, not good energy, and she was like drama fed. Everything was drama and
Yeah.
boys, everything. They're just like I don't want to be around it. And so they stopped hanging out with her, and then she started talking a whole bunch of drama and lies and rumors as little girls do.
Yep.
And Maya went up to her at lunch yesterday, and she's like, "Look, like please just quit talking about us. Like we're not texting or calling you from all these weird numbers. We have nothing to do with it. Like just stop."
Right.
And then as she was walking away back to my daughter, she started running and shoved her so hard across the lunchroom. And so and then as soon as Maya like turned around and my daughter stood up there and started like going, "What?" She ran away. That's what she got in trouble for, was running out of the lunchroom, for leaving the lunchroom.
Really?
Yeah. And so she was the one that ran to the office and told them that the other girls were doing a whole bunch of horrible things, like right
Yep.
down to saying, kill yourself. Like seriously?
Right.
That
Like,
they've done
especially
that.
these days, like, that's like one of the worst things you can say because,
Yeah.
again, gets back to, how kids can be impressionable, especially girls. But then it's like, on the off side of that, like, suicide itself isn't, appropriate,
Yeah.
to have that conversation with your kid. You should not have to have that conversation. But a kid saying that to your kid, it's like,
She's done that.
you know what I mean? Who knows what's going on in their head where they're like, oh, like, is this just a thing?
Yeah. I mean, she's had people to before tell her to just kill herself. Just, I mean, over and over and over. I mean, she was bullied very hard for a very long time for no damn reason, you know? And so, I mean, obviously there was a reason. My kids, obviously, when kids leave your house, you don't know what they're doing or what they're saying or how they act. I get that. And, like I said, they're very impressionable. And sometimes that can be hard for kids, and they go out of bounds and they hurt people, and then people start to hurt them back very hard. So I'm guessing that that's what happened. She said something that was probably a little too much. My daughter is not innocent by any means. I'm not one of those
Right.
mothers like, my daughter did nothing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
no. But
It's crazy.
and so my husband went and picked her up from school. She was bawling, and Maya was bawling, and Kaylee, the other one, was bawling as well. And like the girls in the office kept asking Kaylee if she was okay. Like she was the one that was hurt. God. So whatever. And then so she goes to school.
Really?
I picked her up. She got home and she came in and just bawling, bawling, bawling. And she's like, I don't know what to
A
do.
poor
I
girl.
didn't do anything, Mom. I don't know what to do. And so, I mean, I took her to my doctor's appointment with me, and we talked the
Yep.
whole way. But then on the way back, I'm just like, ignore it. Everything
Yeah.
they do is a reflection on them and their insecurities. They want to
Yeah.
put that on you. It has nothing to do with you. As long as you don't give it power, they will
Yeah.
ignore it. They will stop. If you give power to, if you show that they're affecting you, they'll continue to do it over and over and over because they know it's getting
Right.
to you. Just stop.
Yeah.
It will
And it's
stop.
hard though in a school. Like that's the thing that sucks is like we want them to realize it's okay to ignore that shit. Let them. But
Yeah.
it's like we've all been in school too. It's like we can, do what we can to ignore it, but I mean, in the back of it, I mean, these kids are probably not going to ignore it. You get taunted by the other kids. They start bullying you over dumb shit. Oh, well, you didn't defend yourself. Like we're trying to teach our kids the right way, while others are like, don't let that slide, like,
Ugh. That's
you
the
know.
horrible that these kids that act this way act that way because
Mhm.
that's their environment. I mean, their
Yeah.
parents are not. giving them these tools to be able to go out in this world and be a productive person. They're not
Right.
doing it. They're giving them this
Nope.
attitude as, oh, well, you owe me something, or, they're
Exactly.
and stuff. It's you're not entitled to
Nope.
anything,
Nope.
nothing. And so when I was sitting there telling her to just stop, like, you need to stop. She's like, Mom, you don't understand. It doesn't happen. You're not even listening to me. She's like, I wish somebody would understand me. I'm like, I do understand. That's the whole point. I'm like, I know it hurts when it's happening. I get that, but you need to just,
Hmm.
like, just
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
And it's
And it's
break.
so hard because,
Yeah.
yeah, because they're hurting, like, and, some of it, it's like, because of our response to it makes them half like, how do I say this to, my parents so they get it? And,
Yeah.
my daughter used to say that to me all the time, like when I was in school and they'd call you and be like, oh, she got into a fight. And you'd come into school like ready to fight the principal or the kid's mom or whatever. And it's like, you know, because it's like half the time after hearing what the stuff is about, like you're gonna like say stuff about my kid's weight, like, oh, you skeleton, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
um, my younger daughter went through stuff where like people would be like, oh, why don't you just follow your dad and jump off a bridge, like, yeah, like dumb shit. So it's like, of course, I'm going in angry, okay? Like, I'm sorry, where I come from, I don't know how to, suppress that, okay? That is one emotion that I was able, right? One emotion I was allowed to just like let it out, So it was hard, but it's like, she's
Yeah.
like, your responsive stuff just kind of made me realize, okay, like I don't want to be that mom
Yeah.
who comes running in the school. Like I want to be, but I don't want to be. Like I don't want to like come in and be like ready to attack the other kid's parent. I just want to,
But you're
be able to handle it the right way. But
how do
yeah,
you like it's really hard to just filter that. Like, how do you attack somebody that has passed away that cannot defend themselves? Like, how fucking dare you?
right.
Because you need to learn
Yep.
respect. How dare you?
Yep. Right. Yep.
It's
And it's so tough. It is, and it's. I mean, and it sucks because really, we can only really like, our response to things and our reactions to things, like we can only deal with that. We cannot deal with everybody else's, you know what I mean? We can't tell other people how to respond or how to react or what to say. Um, so it's like, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, if we're teaching our kids the right thing while others are still living on that, F you, go, do whatever, it's like, um, who knows if the parents are at home promoting that? We don't know. So like clearly they're getting it from somewhere where they think it's okay.
they have to be there and just like, oh well, fuck that bitch. No, that's not
Right.
what you do.
Hmm.
You you use your social skills, you use your problem solving. You can't just what are you gonna say with your boss saying, well, you're late, like, I'm gonna write you up. Well,
Hmm.
no, you can't do
Right.
that. You will
No,
not be
not at
successful
all.
if you think that you can walk around acting like your parents do. Like, come on.
Right. Yep.
I want
It
better.
is. It's tough.
If that's not what other parents want, then screw it, like, as
Yeah.
long as I can teach my daughter to be respectful,
Exactly.
morals,
Yep.
and values, that's all that matters, like, and I
Yep.
keep telling her the second you walk out that high school door and you are done, these people mean
Mhm.
they
Right.
will not be in
Most
your
of them
life.
ain't gonna follow you out of high school, like I probably have two people from high school that like I still talk to. And I have one from kindergarten that I've stayed in contact with my entire life, like literally one. Um, but it's like, just you think about it and it's like ultimately all these people who surrounded me in high school, who were had something to say, like even after my, getting sexually assaulted in school, like the reason why I quit school,
Oh my God.
it's like the comments and stuff in the bathrooms and stuff between classes. It's like I was like nauseated. I could not even, it's like, I didn't want to switch class, you know? I didn't want to, because I'm like, I don't want to hear it. Like, I knew how to fight, I knew how to protect myself. I'd been in a shit ton of fights at that point. So it wasn't, it was more mentally like, the things that they would say, oh, like, how do you feel about putting my kid's baby daddy in jail? Like, you must feel really good about yourself, like stupid shit. But it's like, and I knew what he did was wrong. But it's
Yeah.
like now I'm thinking in my head, like, this kid's gonna grow up without a father because of me.
No.
I ended up letting it go. I literally let the case go because I'm like, I started to feel bad, but then I quit school. Um, and it's like, oh, these are people I don't have contact with. Like they were in high school. Like they don't follow you out of high school.
No.
Um, even the people who were, around these people, like I don't talk to. I don't,
Yeah.
they'll like send me friend requests. I'm like, no. Like you weren't a very good part of my past, so no.
Yeah. I
You
have like a
know?
crap ton of them on my Facebook, but do I talk to them all the time? No. Like
Right.
I don't,
Yep.
the people that I talk to mostly are people that I've met in this community. I don't really like people in my real life because I can't, at this point, I have
Yep.
completely like cleaned out my closet and I've stopped talking to people that were toxic. And so
Yep.
I building up, my friendships and whatnot, but at this point I can't maintain a friendship. I have so much other stuff going on and
Yeah.
it takes a lot.
It's like I'm lucky if I can have a friendship with my own self.
I am my own best friend. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
But seriously, my
Yep.
daughter is my best friend.
Yep.
She's my everything.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's like, I mean, that's how I am with my girls. We talk
Yeah.
all the time, and make it a point because it's, I mean, I have very select few people that I can actually hold a conversation with outside of my household or my kids. So I always am like crack jokes and I'm like, oh my God, I'm having an adult conversation.
I'm talking to somebody over the age of 20.
Right. Like, oh my God, he's not 5. I'm not getting them drinks or making them take baths, getting them ready for school. This is awesome.
Not to back you. I like talking to you.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
I feel
Yep.
bad saying that to somebody be like, "Oh, bestie, I don't have you. You're my best."
Right? Like it feels so good not to force you to shower.
Change your clothes or wipe your face.
Right. Exactly.
Oh my god,
Exactly.
it's funny
You
because my
know?
daughter calls me bestie. I don't know why
Yeah.
she started doing it, but all of a sudden she's like, "Okay, bestie." I'm like, "Okay."
Right.
I don't mind it. It's not. I don't mind.
Yeah. Yep. Like I'll take it, you
Yeah.
know?
And then she called my husband bestie. She's like, my my husband's like, okay, I love you, bestie. She's like, ew. Oh my god, don't ever try to
Yep. That's so funny.
they're so
Yep. Let's
awesome.
see what they said. Oh God, I can only imagine what Damon's talking about. I, I put my girlfriend's best friend in my top 8. Damon, I don't. I gotta read back in the comments to find out what that's pertaining to, but it definitely
Yeah,
sounds like a bad idea.
it sounds like a horrible idea.
Yeah.
You have like you and your wife like have like those three people that if you ever was able to like celebrities or whatever, if you could ever meet them, that it was
That's
like,
like their celebrity, dream cheat thing. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, I got a few.
yep. It's like, oh, don't worry, chances are I probably will never meet The Rock, but like, still.
Right? Oh gosh.
Oh my God. That dude done what he done to himself.
Pure virus. What
Thank
were you
you,
saying
Daisy.
about my you said something about my microphone? Wait, what? You said
Let's see.
You asked if I had a microphone. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean there, but
Yeah, because I was gonna say unless it's like echoing or clicking out or something. I don't know.
does my
No, I
voice
mean sometimes it sounds like it sounds like it mutes or whatever on its own or whatever sometimes, but
Oh, okay. That's weird because when I'm on StreamYards and I'm like actually in Chrome, every like
yep,
20, 30 minutes, it'll like everybody's sounds like fuzz. Like it just sounds so weird. And so I have to go in
yep,
the settings and like change my speaker to like
yep.
all the time. It's so annoying.
Really?
Sorry, I have
Wow.
calls. Oops.
That's so weird too, because I mean, I think mine only usually does it if I have my earbud in. So far today, I haven't had an issue. I took it out for a minute, and I was like, seeing if
Yeah.
the regular speakerphone was louder, but for some reason, maybe because when I first came on, I had my earbud on, but it was like too quiet, so I put the earbud back in. But
Okay.
usually, I can't even use my earbuds like that because it's like I don't know, it acts all weird.
Yeah, it's really odd. Really
Yeah,
odd. I don't
I
know
haven't
why.
yet tried like going live straight off YouTube yet, but.
Mm,
I liked the StreamYards, because like we can give the link and
I use OBS and then I just paid for my
yeah,
because I'm gonna start my podcast. So I want to be able to have,
hmm
people up and to put
yeah,
my logo and stuff in there. So
that's true. Yeah, because I have like the OBS studio on my mom gave me her laptop or whatever, and she was like, since I know you do editing, I do
yeah.
like Jay's thumbnails and stuff. So she was like, and I didn't have a laptop, but I'm like, it would be so much easier, to do it on the laptop and not my phone all the time. Because I can see more options. So she just was like, "Here, take this." But
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
haven't
That
haven't tried anything on.
Gumby sent me a
Mhm.
laptop. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's a really
Oh, yeah,
he's so sweet, such a good guy. He's right
yeah,
and like because he's got so much knowledge about like the technology industry, and so I'm like
hmm
you do like a master class on business or something, like get your
or
information out there. And so
yeah,
he's like, I want to do that. Great. And then he came back and he's like, I'm gonna write a book. I'm like,
yeah.
yes, like let's
Like
get it.
we need it. Definitely need it. Yeah,
Need the
no, I'm always like harassing either Edward or Tech about like I need, what do I do that? How do I do this? Like, you
it's
know,
you know. But he had like
yep,
super successful businesses, and so that's where I think that like all his business ideas need to be
yep,
out there. Like he needs to be able to teach this to people, and I think that it would be a
right,
good idea for him, to it would
yep.
help others and it would help him too.
Yeah, because a lot of people are always trying to learn new stuff, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to the internet, because I mean, clearly we ain't getting away from it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I
And it
think it would be a great idea.
yeah. Oh my
Mhm.
God. So do you guys, my friend gives me her Disney or Discovery Plus password.
Yep.
She's awesome. I love
Oh, yeah.
um
Yep.
she was the one on my stream the other night. But so she like I don't know if you guys have seen there's like a documentary on Onision. Have you ever heard of him?
Yes, I did the Onision online or something. My daughter made me watch it.
He
I
speaks
never
just
seen if there was more episodes, but we watched it a couple months ago. It was really
oh
good.
my gosh. I think
I
there was
was
like 4 or
shocked.
5 episodes. Shocked, right?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
still
I
going
was
on.
like, what the hell am I? Yeah. Like, what the?
How is this bastard not off of YouTube? They want to sit there
Yeah.
and like completely compress the pred catching community. Why is that asshole not off YouTube? You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. Yep.
it's the thing, he's a predator. That is, oh
Yep.
well, we demonetized him. Fuck that. Take his
Yeah,
channel.
like yeah, I was just gonna say demonetizing and even, at taking his channel, like dude needs to be literally sitting under the jail for real. I
And
was
what's
shocked at
shocking
some
is
of the,
that
the girls that were speaking up and like his
yeah,
ex-girlfriends and stuff. I'm like, what the hell, bro? Like
it just breaks her down.
conditioning, like grooming, just oh my, like this is a straight up like genuine. I mean, he is a child predator. Like
He's a
you know,
piece of shit.
just so
Wait
disgusting.
till a week before this girl turns 18 so he can have sex with her. Fuck you, dude.
Yep.
And his wife's a piece
Yeah.
of shit. Or her husband,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep.
It just
Yes. Yeah. 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 Yep. I know who. I kept saying his girlfriend because I was like, because wasn't she like trying to like get him dates or something, like meeting new people online
so
or something? Yeah.
so she was like 17 or 18 when she met him.
Yep.
And I mean, like she was talking to him for years before when she was a
Yep.
minor. And then he brought her out and they started dating after he completely destroyed two other girls in front of
Yep.
every and then she started doing her own YouTube and she went from a cute, beautiful, wonderful light of positivity to
Yep.
like a transgender, like he shaved her fucking head and
I
then she
yep. I
grew
remember
a
that part.
boy. Like
Yeah.
what?
It's like, dude, if you want to be with a guy, like be with a guy. Like I don't.
And now she's a pedophile too. And she would get all these young girls that were like on her channel and loved her to come and hang out with them. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't even imagine how many victims
No.
there are. Like it makes me
And that's
sick.
the thing. That's what I was wondering because I'm like, I guarantee you they have a shit ton of victims that are afraid to speak up or have been paid to not speak up
Right?
or, bribed in
They
some,
don't
like,
know that this
right.
is out there and others, and the fact that Chris Hansen is involved and he still hasn't gotten anywhere is like beyond me. I don't
I
understand it.
know because I'm like, he even went to dude's house. I was
Yeah,
like, I mean,
when
I,
Chris Hansen showed up at his door, ew, old man, get out of here. He sounded like a girl, like a little
he
girl.
did, he
I was
did,
like, what
he really
happened?
did.
Go back up in your stomach, you fucking twat, weirdo.
Yeah. Yes,
It,
Kitty, of course we know you're there. How can I not see your beautiful little name there? And Kitty driving. Is that a cat driving?
I know we don't get to talk that often, so when we do, we talk.
I know we're like the girls in high school just finally gabbing on like, oh my god, we haven't seen you in months.
It's been forever.
Right? It's like, sorry, I just saw you in the last stream.
Right.
But I
Dude.
noticed y'all was talking about, toilet seats and stuff. Well, Bill and you were. Yeah, I was like, okay. I think the only like Gabby had said, I noticed last night that Disney Plus is taking the American Horror Stories, which I couldn't watch because it made me so uncomfortable. Super random, but good info for those who have babies.
American Horror Story.
Yeah, which
Like
is
that,
weird because why would Disney Plus even take that? Like that's weird.
right? Isn't
I mean, it's
that the
more
one
like
it had like oh Lady Gaga and stuff on it?
I think so,
I
and it's
like that
like
the like true murders and stuff like that. I like the true crime, like the like Whitakis, what he
yes,
does on love it.
yep,
But I
yep.
can't watch like the first 48 and stuff like that. It just breaks my heart, like
Oh
seeing the
yeah, yeah. The time countdown and like knowing, you're on a crunch, you got to get, it's like, oh man, you know.
heart just breaks for the family.
Exactly, Veronica, two teenagers. You got that. But yeah, it's like I feel like Disney does, whatever getting close to like Halloween season. You know what I mean? Like, so I
But
hope that maybe it's a temporary thing. Oh,
my
that's
daughter's
cool.
obsessed with them, with all these like
Yeah,
she's got posters of Stranger Things and it.
I
She's got
love Stranger Things.
like all these shirts of like it. I'm like, why? But why?
Oh, she said it's the spin-off seasons of it, not the one with. Oh, okay. I turned on the first episode and shut that crap off so fast. Definitely along the lines of illegal. Wow. I'll have to look at it. That's crazy. I had no idea. Like, I mean, I haven't even had 2 minutes to watch the Hocus Pocus 2 yet.
I know,
But I'm like,
so bad.
yep. I'm like, I need to get on there to watch it.
It is tiny. That's what the sad thing is.
Hmm.
It all turns it all boils down to money, and it's just like,
Yeah.
oh my
Yep.
God, so horrible.
And it is. It sucks because it's like, I mean, how do I mean, I get, they're getting their money out of it, but like, I mean, do you really expect to be like survive that long? You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't know. To
yeah,
me, I can't imagine that having that kind of money would take over like my integrity, my values, my morals. Like if I'm already, I mean, a
exactly.
Disney company, you think Mickey Mouse, you think, you know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah,
the is the horror? Like where?
yeah, Bill, that's right. He had them the day after he pretty much raped her. He had her sign an NDA.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yep.
I mean, it was like she said, it was something that he pulled off of Google. It was obviously not notarized. It
Oh.
has no legal bounds whatsoever. But
Yep.
yeah, he had that over their heads, and I can't even like who says, oh, you have to sign an NDA. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and I don't even know why all these little girls liked him. Like he's a
Mhm.
freak. He's a
Right.
weirdo. Like, he wears, like, all this black makeup, like, he pretty much copied another YouTuber and all of his, like, impressions or his whatever you wanna call him, his personas, I don't know. And then
Yep.
everybody, like, turned, "Oh, yay, Onision." He's a piece of shit. Like, seriously.
Right.
I mean, his dad
Yeah,
is
he really is.
when your dad hates you and has nothing good to say about you, that's a problem.
I was just gonna say that's something else. you know.
When you can sit
If
there
you
and
hear
say that you would rather have your dad dead, like, come on.
Yeah.
You're a
Yeah.
piece
Facts, Janice.
yeah,
Run as far as you can quickly. That's insane because those are literally, it just seems like they're thrown out there more than they should be. The
absolutely,
NDAs, you know what I mean? Like
absolutely
somebody's like, "Hey, I got a non-disclosure." No, 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 no agreement.
right.
No,
I mean,
no, no.
like, I mean, even in this community that, like T-Boy has a contract that,
Yeah.
is just, like, every time she works with a catcher and she decoys for
Hmm.
them, she's like, "Look, these are my pictures, you're not allowed to use them anywhere,
Yeah.
anytime, only
Yep.
for my decoy work, working for you and for the police."
Yep.
And that's something that
Right.
I think all catchers should have in place and all
Hmm.
decoys should
Yep.
have in place. It's
Right.
a check line, but if you go over that, like, then there's a reason to have problems. And I think that's where we all need to go is we need to make sure if these,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like that wouldn't have happened
She's
if
smart. She's
with
smart
Isabella.
about it. You know what I mean?
So yeah, but I
She
mean
is
that would
very smart about it.
and Gabby and Sammy and
Hmm.
Kybella if that was in place. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
just feel like
Yeah.
things like that we need to be a little bit smarter. We shouldn't have to.
Bill. You're such a
Exactly.
Oh my god. I can't with him,
Is not getting any kind of. I mean, they're not even investigating it. It's not even an open investigation. It's nothing. They had like
They're not investigating anything with Onision anymore? What the hell?
it's
Like
just a
that's messed up because I thought it was like I mean I
it's
didn't, like I said, I watched it forever ago, but I
well
thought it was like something open.
system. There's no justice in this. Those poor
Mm-mm.
girls. He tore them
I mean,
down.
and it's
It could be like, kidnapping or because he held her captive. The
yes, that's
first girl, he held her captive for a very long time. So yeah,
yeah. And like, bro, I'm sorry, but as a parent, I'd be out there hunting my kid down.
oh my God.
Like I'd be
I,
like straight up in the movie taking me home, swear to
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'd be
you
hijinking it.
know, like you don't want to know what Mama Bear will do. You trying to hold up my kid, you know,
On the spot.
like this is about to turn into a Saw movie. Okay, you might want to release my child.
Yeah.
Like shit.
Don't worry.
Like,
It's
you
not
want to play a game? I got a good one for you, buddy. All right.
safe. Oh
It's like shit, I mean, like you know, like we were saying, it's like when it comes to your kids, you don't play. Like I couldn't fathom like being that parent. I'm sorry, but I couldn't. I would literally have already had my shit typed up of where my kids would be going. My boys would be
yeah.
going if I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? My fucking sister-in-law is the Notary Republic. Like, get that shit notarized, yo. Like, dead ass. I'm on the hunt. Y'all probably won't see me again. Like, no,
Yeah.
sorry. Mm-mm.
He, he took her. He ruined her. Shiloh had. She was famous in Canada. She was a singer, and
Mhm.
he ruined her in front of everybody, and
Yeah,
nobody said anything. No one.
that's so messed up.
It
It's
makes
so
me.
crazy. I did, Matt. Why you hate it?
I gotta
It's
catch
like
up with
you just
you.
pop in and say you changed your channel name.
Yeah, hi Matt. Thank
Is
you.
is that a good thing or a bad thing? We're just gonna finish the sentence with that.
I gotta figure out another podcast name because I wanted to use mine,
Yeah.
but so close to yours. Like mine was a voice,
Mhm.
which is advocate for vigilance of impeding child exploitation. It just, yeah, it was a whole thing. Like,
Yep. Yep.
but I mean, very close to yours as well.
Matt. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I think you could still find it if you type in PP Mass Extra, can't you, or no? I didn't even think about that. But I've been trying to like repost the link wherever for people just so that they see I changed it. So I didn't even think about it. Exactly. Someone threatens your kids, the gloves come off. Facts.
Absolutely. And they won't
The
feel
gloves come off and the cuffs go on.
yeah. Yeah, there's nothing
I
like
would
it.
walk my ass in the police station with my hands out, ready.
Absolutely.
You know, big shit eating grin on my face.
Yeah, they wouldn't even
Well, thank
think.
you, Edward. I didn't even think about it until Matt just said that because he was like, Jules, you changed your channel name. And I'm like, hi, Matt. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? But then he was like, we couldn't find you. I was like, oh, okay, my bad. But I forgot. I thought when you type in PP Mass Extra, it would still show up, but
Right.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Sit down. Sit down.
Well, thank you, Matt, for finding the channel for Edward. Good
Maybe
investigative work.
so I'll put it in my clipboard and I'll make sure to throw it out and let people know that it's changed and then maybe like make
Right.
a Instagram post about it and just put it in a couple of
Yep.
different so people don't get, confused.
Right. Yeah, I'll have to put it in my Instagram too. And I didn't. I like. This is the first stream I did with the new name too. I didn't even think about it because last week when we didn't come on, I think because Sean had an appointment, and of course I'm kicking my cord. So I didn't do it last week, but I changed it within the last 2 weeks. So I've already accepted the fact that if
You're
someone essays my children
gonna
are
have to find
someone
her to
else.
be on the camera. Okay. You want to look and say hi to everybody?
Hi, sweetie.
Say it. They can't. They can't see you. Say hi.
Hi. How?
She's sick, so her little voice is like got that
I know it's
sicky.
so soft spoken.
I know. My little goober goo.
You having fun?
She's trying. She's like, yeah. She's trying to.
Yep. I heard that. Yep.
Trying to climb the cat tree to get the cat. Luna, wake up so you don't die.
Right.
Oh gosh. Don't climb
Oh,
that.
okay, I got you, Matt. I was looking for your channel so I could share your link, but couldn't. Sorry. I'm like, well, I mean, that explains a few things. At least now, I'll just
Gooby.
have to like put it out there.
Hey, there he is. Yeah, right there.
Ed's like, yeah, I'll just visit.
Crazy, crazy
Yeah,
face.
we were just saying that, like, anything happens to your kids, you're definitely gonna be protective. It's like
Yeah, for sure.
I'd be the first one. I'd be the first one walking myself into a police station with a smile on my face, like, yeah, it was me.
Uh,
I'll point you in the direction where to find it.
right? Give me the
You know,
navigation. Google, help me. Hey, nope, I don't want you up there.
right? I'll send you a file with a cake in it. Can I get some cake too, Bill? Like, God, don't give
Right?
it all to Damone. Jeez.
No, I don't want you up there. You'll get owies. Come on. I know you want to be careful, but I said no. Come on.
Janice, where's my reward? Yeah, I will have to put it in a community post.
Yeah.
I'll have to put it on my Instagram because if I put it on my community post, I mean, I could probably put it on, have Jay put it on his community post too. But if I put it on mine, you still have to search for my channel to find the community post. So, um, yeah, after the stream, I'll just type up a thing on Instagram and that way people will be able to see it.
Yeah. She's trying to blow
And
out. Okay, hold on. Let me make the chair bigger. Oh my goodness. My son's like,
but
oh
yeah,
yeah,
that's
45 minutes and I'm done. No, thank you. He's got a tournament right now, so he had to go scrim with
yep,
his for a little bit. Blow it out.
gotcha.
You got this, girl.
Yeah, that's
Get
a
it.
good idea, Matt. I'll have to do that. Like just maybe put PP Mass Extra in the parentheses, um, or
Don't.
something.
Uh-uh. We're not gonna act like that right now. I'm sorry you don't like it.
Right. Yeah, because like I started to like give when I originally started talking about it, I think last week, or the week before, and then like that Sunday when I was on Sean and Irene's stream, I had typed it out and was like, I think I'm gonna do it. And then I went into Wit's channel and I was like, okay, guys, I actually did it. But like, didn't think about it because it's like, I was half not fully settled on it, I think. I was like waiting to see people's reactions. But so I'll put PV Mass Extra in it for a little while so that people will actually get the notification and see that it's us and not, just some random, you know, voice for the voiceless thing. And they're like, what the hell is going on?
Somebody woke up at 7 o'clock this morning. Can we guess who?
Yeah.
She's like, I don't want it. Because I pulled her out
Right.
of her sister's room. She gets like her sister has like all her pictures and stuff, and just her
Hmm.
stuff set up how she wants it, and
Yeah.
every time she goes in there, she's
Yep.
like, oh. So I don't want her to go in there and make a mess and me
Oh,
get
of
blamed.
course. And at 6, she's like, that's who she's looking up to. You know what I mean? She's gonna look up to her big sister, so she wants to
Oh
touch
yeah.
everything, move everything, look at it.
Oh yeah. She wants every single thing that her sister has.
Yep.
Everything.
Right. I need this shirt because it looks just like Sissy's.
Mhm.
You know?
Absolutely. What? And that's my
Mm,
husband works at this place that does um like mommy and me cute outfits that are matching for like
yep.
daughters and moms. And
Oh,
so
cool.
I'll let you in there for 1 minute, but you're not gonna get up in the cat tree. I'm not gonna
I'll
have
put
you
the
get
link in the chat again, guys, if you guys want to come up, or
but
anybody,
so like
not you guys.
my husband gets like me and then my 12-year-old and my 4-year-old like all matching outfits. And so like
Oh,
she
really?
always wants to wear all of us to wear the matching outfits. It's like I don't want to wear it all the time.
Right. She's like, let's go.
You can't go on there, no.
Oh, Damon, that's a awesome movie. One of my favorites.
Abiding City. Oh, I know. I love that movie.
Hmm. It's such a good one.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to
It's
mute.
like, yeah, you're fine. Yeah, it's like definitely one of the ones like that one and Taken. It's like, oh, that'd be me in a heartbeat. Like, do not want to mess with my children. That Liam Neeson. I forget what show that's on. Um, but the guys would just be like, Liam Neeson, so it cracks me up every time. But yeah, that was a good one. That was a really good one. It's like, I mean, if something happened to your kids, that's exactly where your mindset goes. You know what I mean? Um, anytime, things have happened with my kids, it's like I'm on frantic mode. Like, you are not gonna get a conversation out of me, or anything. TMPL, that's what it was. Thank you, Jen. I'm glad you know somebody in chat to match my weirdness. But it's like, you know how you would act and how you would feel and stuff. And I literally went through that. I couldn't barely have conversations with people. It's like, I couldn't even focus on, taking care of the little ones, like I knew my daughter was hurting at the time, and
Yeah,
she was going through something, and I'm like, no, like I couldn't even process a thought.
yeah,
um when that situation had happened to my younger daughter, I was like, all I wanted to do was hunt these dudes and this girl down, and you know lights out. you know
absolutely.
um it's just such a gut wrenching uh, feeling. And like, had her dad not
So
been
helpless.
around at the time to woo-saw me, because
Lose
he's
that.
like, I thought he would have, lost his shit worse than I did, and he was bad, but he's like, I had to be calm enough to try to get you calm, because I knew you being mama bear, you're gonna be 10 times worse than me.
Oh yeah,
you know it's
for sure.
like, oh yeah, like, sorry, she came out of me, so yeah,
Right?
I am gonna lose.
She's gonna be
you
just
know
like. That's the
yep.
whole point of having little kids, so they're just like you, but better.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
They're
that's,
building best
all
friends.
the exactly. All the time, like growing up, I always told them, like, I want you to do better than me and be better than me,
Yeah,
like, just how it is.
absolutely.
Um, you don't want your kids to go through any kind of hurt at all to begin with, but
No, I mean,
our
I could take
lifestyles and stuff.
everything I would. I would take every single thing in an instant if I could take it away from them. Every hurt, every pain,
Hmm.
every sore throat.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's what I told my mom. I'm like, I would relive my life, my past life, repeatedly 20 times if it meant my kids didn't have to hurt, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, I would
You
relive
know?
my worst time in my life, for
Hmm.
eternity if I if they didn't have to hurt
Yeah.
me. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
Exactly.
a second thought about it ever. Like,
Right.
oh,
And it sucks when you really, like, are limited to what you can do. you know? It's like, damn, I might have to kill somebody today. you know? Like, but it's like, those four carloads of freaking dudes you could call up in 5 seconds to be here and help you is not sufficient enough to, like, where your mentality goes when
it
your kids
is.
are hurting,
You
you
want to
know?
hurt them back. It's absolutely where it goes. Hey, clean
Yeah,
up
yeah, it is.
your
It is,
week.
Janice. It's absolutely a normal mother's response.
Yeah.
How's everybody's week going? Hey, Laura. Thank you for coming, honey. Did
Okay, weirdo. Here.
the little one go down, Blaze? Blaze is like, I'm getting a break in. I'm getting to
Nice.
breathe in.
I wish my kids still took naps. Oh, I loved.
Hmm. That's what I told them. I was like, yep. I said, the older they get, it's like the less and less naps become a thing.
Yeah.
It's like they'll be like
If
10
I
years
let
old, be
her
like,
take
take a nap.
right. If I let her take a nap, she's up all night and then grumpy the next morning. I'm like, well, what's the lesser of two evils? Like
Right.
so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, at least hopefully at one point he'll go down, Blaze, so you'll have a time to woosah.
A woosa.
Woosah. It's
Yeah.
like people always laugh when I say woosah, but I'm like, it's just easier than saying go wind down or calm
Yeah,
down. So, like it's chillaxing or woosah for
exactly.
me.
Very true. Very,
It's like
very
you
true.
need a major woosah for certain situations.
Gosh, people get those ear piercings. I'm wondering about going and getting one because they get those ear piercings for migraines. It sounds very
Yep.
interesting at this point. Like,
My I think it's my cousin Jess. She has one. And she's like, I am so glad I did it.
oh, really?
So I'm like, well, now I really want to go get one because I mean, I get chronic migraines and I stopped taking, like I used to take Furanol for it and Furacet, and I've taken so many things, Imitrat, like nothing
Oh, yeah.
helps, like, so I've
The only
taken
thing
so
that
much
helps, like,
Tylenol, I've destroyed my stomach, so bad.
sit down, please. The only thing
Like
that
my
helps
liver is bad.
ER, like, there's no quitting. I mean, they last for up to the one that lasts the most was like 14 days.
Yep.
And I finally went to the ER and they do like some migraine cocktail is what they call it. And it's got
Mhm.
like um Phenagrin, like something for nausea, some Toradol,
Yep.
Benadryl, and then sometimes they'll put morphine in it. It's a
Yep.
godsend. I mean, like a
Yeah.
godsend.
Yep. Yeah.
But the
I've
one that
had
lasts
to
like
go a
14
few
days,
times because my migraine's been so bad. Like, can't even,
you can't
function. And it
can't do nothing.
sucks when I'm like the only thing in this house that gets up and moves, cooks, cleans, does
Yeah,
laundry, and cares for the children. So it's like, I don't have time to be out for a migraine. I don't have
right?
time for it. So I
Absolutely.
just have to like smile and carry on. It's like, oh my God,
Right.
you know. He really is adorable, Blaze. Oh my God, his little face.
Uh-uh.
Blaze sent me a picture of his son earlier, and I was like melting. I'm like, oh my God. Like
Kids are so
everybody in
awesome.
my family is having babies right now, and I'm like, thank you. Like I need baby loves because this factory is shut the fuck down. So I will love yours and return them.
Yep. Not gonna
Tiny, yeah,
happen.
my cousin just got certified, got her license and stuff to do Botox. And she does a lot for migraines and she loves it. But
My
she's like
aunt,
everybody says how great it
that's my
is.
aunt got one in behind her ear or whatever, and they must have put it in the wrong place, and she got an
Hmm.
infection, sepsis, and almost died. So I'm terrified.
Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
like terrified.
It's scary.
Yeah.
Cat, I don't take anything anymore, except for Tylenol, and not really supposed to take Tylenol like that anymore because I've taken so much. But I used to take Furacet, Furanol, Imitrex. I mean, I've been on it all. But the Furanol, no, the Furacet is all that actually helped it. But I think because the caffeine, they gave me the Furanol or Furacet with the caffeine or whatever, um, that helped because I was a heavy coffee drinker too. You know what I mean? So, and we
Yeah.
thought that my migraines were solely caffeine migraines. So, they had me do half decaf and half regular coffee and, then taper down to completely decaf. I'm like, it's, first of all, it's not the same. And my migraines never went away.
Right.
So, you know, but yeah, I've been on the Valium and stuff for, I think I took Maxalt before, but all that for migraine, and it sucks.
Yeah.
We can guess which one's your favorite, Bill. It's always going to be the last thing.
Right? Yeah, that's they've pretty much I've had migraines since I
Thank
was
you, Veronica. Have a good day, honey. What, on the
I've had
projector?
migraines since I was 12 years old, and that was the first time they put me on pain meds was when I was 12. Stop.
Yeah.
Eat your lunch
Yep.
before you
Hi,
time.
Sissy. Thank you for coming. You
Hey,
should bring
Courtney.
your beautiful face up here.
That was a
Also,
great
Sissy, I do
chat.
have. It really was. I'm gonna call you after live too because I had a suggestion I was talking to Tech about last night. I think it would be super cool. So I'm gonna call you. But yeah, but yeah, the catch was intense. I was super pissed off, to say the least.
Oh yeah.
I was so mad when that dude swung on her. I was like, I swear to God, I was like, man, I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
guys, yeah, it's so crazy. I was so glad. And it's like she's just so good about being professional. Like she was able to like calm herself, like right
Right.
after, like you can hear it, in her voice, but to just woo-saw right after was like on point. I'm like, girl, you better than me because I don't fuck like Chris, keep the cameras off.
The cop gave you his number, really?
Good.
Ooh, I knew
I'm
you had like
glad.
a wink, wink, hint, hint kind of thing.
Right. Yep.
That's funny.
That's what's up. Yeah, and I was glad to hear his charges and shit. That's good.
Oh, I didn't get to hear his charges. What did he get?
I forget all of what Tex said last night. But they did take his phone, and they couldn't disclose what was on his phone. But one of them's a felony charge. There's a felony charge in there, which to me that says he had CP on his phone. you know.
Yep. Oh,
Um.
for sure.
So but I'm obviously speculating. However, that's what my gut says. But
Well, it's not like we
so he
haven't been
is
around for a while. We kind of know.
right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, man. That's what I was thinking too. Thank God Chris didn't smash that guy because would have been
Yeah.
no bueno. It was way smarter for him to hold back because I mean, people in chat were like bitching, like, why didn't Chris do anything? He's not supposed to, bro. Like, you want him to mess the case up?
Right.
I mean,
Absolutely.
let's be honest. He did the smarter thing to do. I guarantee you it took every fiber of his being to not smash that dude's face in.
Okay.
Solicitation of a minor with electronic device and for hitting. Oh, good.
That's awesome. So they wanted you to
Good.
press charges, and they just said, "Screw it, we're gonna do it anyways."
Yeah, and I was gonna say that's what I was wondering is if they were gonna do it themselves, even though she didn't want to. Exactly, sissy.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, and that's what I was saying. Hey, what?
Hey,
It's like trying to remind people in chat, like, they're not. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was wondering if they were gonna press charges because you weren't.
good.
But it's like people in chat. The couch catchers is literally what I call them, but they want to dictate what the catcher's doing.
Yeah.
Every 2 seconds. But it's like, are you out there? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, would you rather have this dude get charged and convicted and have that shit sit on his record? Or would you rather get into a fight and get your aggression out for 2 seconds?
Mhm. Yep.
I mean,
Violence solves nothing.
spit in one hand, want in the other, see what one weighs out. I mean,
I
you
don't.
know.
I've always lived by that. Like violence solves nothing. I've been in many, many,
Yeah.
many fights, and it did nothing. You know
Mm,
what I mean? Like it didn't help
right.
any of the situation at all. So, I mean, if
Phil. I like a girl that doesn't press start.
oh good
Phil
God.
was waiting to make that comment.
I know.
Oh. Did they try to charge you for spraying him at some point? I thought they said something about disturbing the peace. Oh, I was gonna say I didn't even hear that. Thank God.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
glad.
good. Okay. I didn't think they would have because I mean you literally defending yourself, without putting hands on him. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Oh no. Sorry. Okay, like
I
squishy down.
like it's my daughter's ex-abusive boyfriend keeps messaging me on Facebook, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna show you what smashing somebody's face in is, bro. Like,
Why?
stop messing with me, like, because he's like, where is she? Like, what is she doing? Why?
Damn
Why am I gonna tell you? You
right.
know,
That's the last person you need
like,
to come on now.
yeah, like she flew out of state to get the hell away from you, bro. So that's where she is. Deal with
Oh,
it.
that's crazy. I'm glad
Yeah,
you got away from him though. I don't know if you
right.
were or if you got the chance to hear Erica's story from my channel the other night.
I
My
did. It
God.
was so crazy.
Yeah, and that happens every single day, like it's just insane. So I'm so happy she got out of there. Thank God. You okay? Take a drink. Take a Oh, you can go.
Oh, Blaze, if you have a wrench, put your channel in chat. Time to drive.
Okay.
Love you, sissy. Be safe. And I'll message you after so you can call me when you're, free and not driving. So I don't distract you. I want to distract you, sissy. And she's a scumbag 11 times to make sure he wasn't going to be able to do what he threatened to do to my daughter. Yeah. Yep.
It's not working.
Oh, okay. I hear you, Matt. Yeah, he wasn't very audible at that point. And I was wondering what had happened. Glad it all worked out. Yeah, I was definitely glad he got charged. Oh, damn it, Blaze. I literally forgot to give you a wrench. Please don't let me forget. As soon as stream ends. I said I was going to do it last week, too, I think. And I was like, oh, I'll do it. Don't worry.
Oh,
Oh, my God. Thank you, Damone, for coming, honey. I appreciate you. I hope
don't
you have
put
a good day.
food on it. No, no food. I
Ooh,
know.
sissy, don't tempt me, girl. I'm gonna come distract you all the time then.
Oh crap, my phone's gonna die.
Right. I know, I was gonna say, I'm gonna get off here anyways in like 4 minutes. So I appreciate you coming up and shooting a shot with me.
Absolutely. Hey,
Thank
Sean, did
you,
you have a good
502.
appointment?
The what?
Oh, I was just saying, did Sean have a good doctor's appointment? I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, I think he was supposed to have it last week and so he wasn't gonna be able to come last week. So then he went and he needed to have cash on hand, so they rescheduled it for this week.
All
So
about
it
the
was just something, yeah, it was literally a reschedule just so that they can make sure they get their money. you know,
money. I
he's
hate
like, I had it on a card, but like, God forbid,
that, right?
you know,
Uh,
it's like, exactly.
that's
Phil,
they
I
do.
thought I gave you one.
Oh gosh. They do those like random drug screenings at my pain doctor, and it
Yep.
was like $20. They raised it to $50. I'm like, what in the world?
What?
That's incredible.
Why?
That's insane. And if you don't pay it within 3 days, it's $80. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That's a lot of money,
What? Like, yeah, like, bro, you're the one who wants my pee. Why am I paying for
right?
it? you know?
The
You want my urine, you can pay me for it.
right? Never been paid for my pee, but hey, I'm open to anything. So
Right. I know, Tiny. I'm just being an ass. I just think it's ridiculous because, like I said, you're taking my urine. Why should I, if you want to know what's in it, you know,
I'll
I
tell
have
you.
no problem giving it to you. Just you can pay for
Yeah,
it. you know?
they did that there. And I just like I walked in because they have it like plastered to their like their desk in
Yeah.
front. I'm like, are you
Yeah.
serious? I'm like, holy shit. They're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I swear. What baby? No.
Janice, if you you ain't seen me when I've literally just been laughing all day. Like by nighttime, I'm like, duh. My kids are like, "What is so funny?" I don't even know.
Oh my gosh.
Like I'm probably manic.
Right.
But thank you guys for coming. I know Smashley's phone's about to die, and my kids are hounding me for 80 billion things. You know
Right.
how that works.
Hi, cutie.
But I might like just randomly go live again later this week, and just
Yeah.
chat,
I'm
So
supposed to go either tonight or tomorrow is what I'm planning on, but it all
yeah,
depends on the craziness that goes on in my house.
exactly. Yep, that is true. That is true. But
Oh,
thank you guys, all of you, for coming, and Smashley for coming up here. I appreciate you.
absolutely.
Blaze text me and reminds me literally in like like 10 minutes. Then at least I'll get the kids whatever they need, and then by that time I'll be free to go in under this channel and give you your rent. Uh, I'm such an asshole. Um, thanks, please. I literally would forget my head if it wasn't attached. I swear to God.
Right? No kidding. What are you
Thank you, MM, for coming. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Blaze, John, Dead Pred Society, Tiny,
Janice, Wolfpack,
um,
Simone,
Sissy, yep, Simone, Bill,
Bill.
Wrestler's Mom, Bill, Matt, and Edward. Thank you guys. I love you guys. And I will chat with you guys soon.
All
Have
right.
a good day, guys.
Talk
You
to you
too, honey. All right.
later. Bye.
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 Have a good
Bye
day.
bye.
Hey, you want to see my new
Oh,
setup?
she wants to show you her elf. Okay. You can
Okay. Okay.
let's show the elf.
Oh my God. How'd you find him? Where was he hiding?
Yep, it was in the closet.
Oh. Well, hopefully his magic isn't gone before Christmas.
No, I don't think she understands that part yet because I keep telling her not to touch
Yep.
it. She just like
Yep.
she's a rebel. So,
Oh, I know. That's how mine were too.
yeah.
They just now got to the point where they're like, oh, so it won't fly back and tell Santa I was bad this year. They're
Right.
like, let me hold it.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to like print out the cold cards and stuff, and like it was a whole thing. I took so much time on it, but that's when I was like, I can stay up all night and do things that I can't do normally. So
Right.
it was a good
That's
look.
how I am too. Yep. That's too funny. Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. We all have rebels.
Yeah, little
All
turkey.
right, guys. I know. Thank
Oh,
you again, guys. And I will see you guys next week or later this week.
all right. We'll
Bye.
talk to you soon. Bye. Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.